2009 Honda Pilot 3.5 misfire in cylinder number 2. This is what happened when sometimes we watch our vehicles. Water gets into the electrical components and cause a failure. You can see right here where it's damaged and it's making ground. So this coil is no longer working correctly, so we just need to change it. Misfire on cylinder number 2. The failure, the code for the engine misfire number 2 is p0302, and the cylinder number 2 is going to be located on the back of the engine. If you're facing the engine on the front, this is going to be your pulleys, and then on the back, the first one is number 1 and number 2, the second one on the back. 2009 Honda Pilot 3.5 liters. Engine code failure p0302. Alright, an update. So after replacing the ignition coil, the vehicle still misfiring. I changed the ignition coil from number 2 to number 1, and the misfire followed it. But also we had a misfire on number 2 as well. So we took out the spark plug, and this is what we found: very damaged spark plug. So in this scenario, we had two problems at the same time: the ignition coil and the spark plug. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna replace all spark plugs and that ignition coil for number 2. So the first thing is to swap the ignition coil from one place to another and see if the problem follows, and if you do not see any other misfires on other cylinders. In this case, we had we swapped the ignition coil from one place and it followed it, but it also had the misfire present on number 2, which is the spark plug. That will be the easiest way to find out. Alright, after checking the spark plugs, I took all of them out. 4 of them were good, but these 2 last ones over there, this one is from the number 2 cylinder misfire number 2. You see it's broken inside, but number 1 cylinder number 1 is also damaged, but it wasn't misfiring. So there you have it. Check your spark plugs as well, but like I said, swap your coils first to see if the problem will follow. If it follows, and in this case it stays also on the cylinder that it was misfiring at the beginning, then check your spark plugs. If you found one that's damaged, go ahead and recommend all of them to be changed. Hope this helps.